comes up with the topics, Ronnie, in case you was wondering?
I was wondering
That's
that.
totally Philip's domain, and I have no idea what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I was sitting there thinking about it yesterday after we talked about getting Ronnie together with us and doing it this morning. And I was kind of at a loss as to what to do. And I thought, well, is there some subject where we can talk about where Lloyd won't bring in politics or horses?
Well, listen, the perfect guy you should have here as a guest would be the rap star here. It used to be popular in the 80s, MC Hammer.
Yeah.
If you could have got a hold of him. Of course, he's probably in jail.
Can he be
somewhere.
Well,
included here? I don't know. Philip's pretty strict on these.
Yeah.
That's where that phrase comes from, Hammer Time.
Hammer Time.
He had a song that had
That's
that
right,
in it,
yeah.
Hammer Time.
Philip knows.
MC
Philip
Hammer.
knows.
But yeah, we...
He made a number of movies, too, after he got real big in that
He did.
rap doing.
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
Oh, well...
But we digress, don't we?
Part of my reason for it's not so much the subject of the hammer. It was just to our main focus here. If you remember, our whole concept of this.
Oh, we have a concept.
We have a concept is that we're trying to portray the Albritton brothers' conversation and the uniqueness of our style, as opposed to any particular subject we talk about.
Okay. Thank you, Philip, for reminding me, because sometimes I forget what our purpose
Yeah.
is.
When you see this paper comes up in front of you, you think, "Oh, now I got to talk about that. It's important that we."
Yeah,
talk
that's exactly what
about. That's not important.
It's not.
I only do this so that we can limit it to 30 minutes and have something, within a. We can't sit here and talk about 20 different topics. It just.
Why couldn't we?
Well, we go on for 3 days. For one.
It would be a.
Well, Philip, the question came up. If I might be allowed to digress just a bit, the question did come up from one of my friends as to, you guys need to talk about something more interesting. Y'all, it's totally boring, and you and I kind of talked about that. And what we try to talk about are the things that people talk about every day, and we don't really sit around talking for the most part about world problems. We talk about simple things, mundane things. That's what most people talk about most of the time. So why would we be boring?
Right. Why would we be boring when, when we get together at family reunions or whatever, everybody's laughing at us. So
Yeah,
They gather around, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Just to
They
hear us
listen.
talk.
That's right, exactly.
So
Well, we're just full of stuff, and the thing about telling, relating, and jawing around one another is you got to be sure and never let accuracy get involved in a good story.
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
You got to mix it in there. It's got to have something.
And another thing, Ronnie, about storytelling that people fault me for sometimes fabricating, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But when you get into the middle of a story, and it's a good story, and then you forget something, you can't say, well, I forgot that part.
Yeah, that's right.
You just got to fill, it's
Roll,
called filler.
improvise.
You got to
It's called
improvise, right?
Improvisation.
Maybe you make up a thing or two, and
that's
over
right,
the generations,
Of course, if you're on the stand as a witness, that would never work.
wouldn't work in a court of law.
Wouldn't work in a court of law. You'd be held in contempt real quick.
But it does work in an Albritton family reunion.
Oh yeah, it does.
Well,
in fact, it's almost mandatory.
getting back to our particular focus.
Oh yeah, Hammer Time. Of course, if you couldn't have got MC Hammer, another good likely one would have been Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
He's one that wears the big
Wears
clock.
that big clock or hubcap on his front.
What about Mike Hammer?
Mike Hammer, yeah.
Hammer.
He was an author, wasn't he? Didn't he write a lot of novels?
He was. I think he was wasn't he the character in the story?
Yeah, Mike Hammer.
Yeah.
Might have been.
That would be a good nickname, Hammer. I would love if people had called me Hammer.
That's what I kind of dubbed Freddie McCall Jr.
Yeah.
Freddie McCall Jr. You know Margie and Freddie McCall.
Yeah.
Well, their son is about in his mid 50s now, late 50s, maybe early 60s.
Yeah.
He was born in '62 December, but little Freddie was always the kind of guy. I mean, he'd do anything, flies airplane and all that, and his vision
Could
cut
do
him back.
anything, yeah.
But he could go to the Piggly Wiggly down there to get a loaf of bread and get in a fight with a homeless man leaning against the front door there. And come back.
He did
that? Yeah, he just, he
Got in a fight with a homeless man.
he was over in Bruton at one time, and this is a true story. as Van Johnson was said, this ain't no life.
As opposed to all the other
As
stuff
opposed
you
to all
tell.
the others. Yeah. But he got traffic jam over there in the main downtown, and it was a carload of these guys from south of the border that were over here improperly. And this has been a few years ago, and they banged into him obviously, and they were going to drive off. And he got in front of the car and told, "No, you can't leave till the police get in." And the guy, two of them got out of the car and was threatening. So he just reached under his seat and pulled out a big old pistol and had it in his hand. And one guy just kept coming, and he cracked him like Matt Dillon across the head and left him on the sidewalk. Police got there. Man, what happened? So since then, I've dubbed little Freddie, they call him, as
Hammer.
the Hammer.
The hammer.
Yeah.
Freddie
Well,
don't take nothing from nobody.
John Wayne had the Duke. He
That's
was
right,
Duke.
the Duke, yeah. But
So
little Freddie, if he's ever
Did
sees
you ever have a
his-
nickname? I had a nickname. People have always called me Slick.
Daddy
Daddy called me Slick when I was a little boy, and then when I got grown,
Yeah.
some people, because I used to have that little pencil mustache,
You did? That's right.
and old Charlie Dyer said
Everybody
I
thought
looked
you-
like a slickster.
I
Everybody,
had
So he
I
called
had a
me Slick.
nickname too.
everybody thought you was in porn movies. Huh?
Yeah, they thought I was in porno.
Get you some of them nylon socks. You know?
Well, I remember my nickname that Daddy gave me too was "Hey You."
Yeah, you. That's right.
Yeah,
God, boy, come here, boy.
or stupid. You know.
Yeah,
So what? Getting back to what's a hammer for?
The hammer. The hammer is for different versions of it in court. It's called a gavel, and they wrap it on the thing, you know, and to get order.
Right?
Order in the court, you know.
Now you're gonna break your
and,
glass.
and you'll always say, all right, or they decide, make a decision, it's bam, $30 or 30 days. And usually the old guy will twist his hat and say, well, Your Honor, I'll take the $30.
Well, but
Boom!
Ronnie, you got any new stuff?
You heard about John Dunn? Did I tell you?
I know about John Dunn. Yeah.
Okay, no John Dunn.
that gavel you talk about,
Yeah,
it's made out of wood, right?
that's right.
Could you use that to hammer nails in building a house?
It'd be a harder job.
No, you need to have something harder.
Yeah.
So they're specialized uses
I
for
think a
hammer.
lot of saloons, they use those wooden handled hammers to extract or throw out some people that may be causing a stir. You know, it's not a metal one, but they don't want to kill them. They just want to get their attention.
Mallet. They call it a mallet.
Mallet, yeah.
Carpenters use the mallets.
Mhm.
You don't buy them at regular hardware stores.
No,
'cause
you
they're
got to go
special
to a
tool.
mallet store.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've seen those mallets those guys use.
Yeah,
They're almost big as a head with a big old wooden handle.
That's right,
They
yeah.
use them for beating wood into place to not
yeah.
mess
you
it
know,
up.
back when they used to build furniture and houses even with pegs and that kind of stuff,
Right.
it would require that mallet, I imagine,
Yeah.
to beat those pegs in.
Mm-hmm.
That'd
As
be-
opposed to something like this,
Right,
that
yeah,
just mess
yeah,
it up.
yeah.
So,
Now that little bitty hammer you have there, Philip, is kind of interesting.
I think he stole this off of one of Santa's elves, wasn't it? Isn't that where they put them shoes together?
no, this is called a tack hammer.
Tack hammer.
For
Yeah.
little bitty nails.
It's a tack hammer. I use it in picture framing. Put those
okay.
little nails
Oh,
in
I
it.
see.
yeah.
Because it's lightweight, it's easy to use, and it's
When
specially made
when you use that, Philip, are you required to wear them little shoes, them
With the
Lebanese
curvy
shoes
toes
with
on
the
it.
curvy toes?
Let's get something made for Santa.
That's right. Yeah.
But it's got that little thing. I don't know if you can see that little.
yeah, right.
But that theoretically, that's supposed to be for putting a tack in. It's magnetic,
Oh, sure, yeah.
and you put your tack in, and it holds it for you to start the tack.
Perfect.
You know,
Yeah,
so-
yeah. But keep from hitting
But,
your
uh,
fingers.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's even tinier hammers than this.
I've seen them.
You remember that hammer on that movie where the guy chisels his way through the wall? Shawshank Redemption.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He had that tiny little.
Right,
That's
yeah.
like a digging hammer, like archaeologists
Yeah,
use.
right.
kind of like our buddy Ricky digging for metal and stuff.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had a big knife he used for. You missed that one, I think, Ronnie.
I must have.
But those tiny little hammers
Magnetic,
are
finding
for
things.
delicate digging in rocks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you want to not accidentally destroy it.
Now there's also a sledgehammer
Yeah.
for like railroad stuff.
I've got one of them, and for, a number of different
They're
uses.
made out of metal. The head of that's
Oh, they're very heavy. I have one out in my
About
barn.
16, 18 pounds, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
I saw a movie about the war in Bosnia where this mean, really bad guy would line up his prisoners, make them kneel down, and he would take that sledgehammer and hit them over top of the head with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great.
I can't get it off my mind. Actually, I saw it years ago.
I've got a small sledgehammer. I mean, it's a small handle.
Yeah.
And
I've got that too.
for banging in like stakes in the ground or something.
Yeah, I got
Stake
one. I got
driver.
one.
That's a good for those.
Hammers do come in handy for, and then you've got to put the pictures on the wall.
Well, and two,
I have
it's hit the news lately. You know, there's a woman with Alzheimer's over in jail for killing her or beating her husband almost to death with a hammer. You see the news, and
I
she's.
didn't see that, but
They had to
I've heard
take
of it.
her in, and she's waiting for them something to do with her. There's nothing in the law about anybody with Alzheimer's as opposed to being mentally ill. It doesn't fit the criteria, so they've had to try to figure out what to do with her. Meanwhile, the sheriff's got her, in custody. But she beat her husband so bad with a hammer and thought he was an intruder.
Oh, she
Failed to identify him.
Oh, I see.
It hit on the news, I'm sure
This
y'all.
is in the dark. This must have been.
Must have been he came in
She
late
did.
or something, and she beat him after death. She thought it was an intruder.
Really?
Gave herself up, yeah. But it's Alzheimer's. She don't recognize anybody.
Well, that is a unique case.
Probably pretty good defense.
That's going to be some litigation, but it's been on the news. Boy, you guys got to turn on the news every now and then.
I don't watch the
Get
news.
off that cartoon channel.
Well, can a hammer hurt you by itself?
No, it's just like a gun.
Well, it's like a weapon.
You
It
can
could
use
be a
it as
weapon.
It could be a pencil, a straw could be a weapon.
That's right. A knife or a hammer, whatever you got, whatever you
Crowbar.
Has there anybody ever committed suicide with a hammer?
I doubt it. Imagine if you wrapped yourself in the head with one, you're gonna quit pretty quick.
That'd be, that
You
would be
can't get
painful.
drunk enough to do it.
That's
Well,
right.
you can certainly inflict some damage on your fingers and
Oh,
hands.
you can. That's right. Inadvertently, boy, you can get them fingers.
So I guess, Philip, what you're suggesting is if we got rid of all the guns, then at least the people that commit suicide,
I ain't suggested nothing about guns.
they're going to be unlikely to do it with a hammer.
I suggest we get back to hammer.
Well, Ronnie, I went to one of these criminal investigation classes when I was in the military.
Oh yeah.
And this is a textbook case where a guy killed himself with a ballpoint pen.
Yeah.
He stabbed himself like
Well,
75 times
You
with
hit
a
that.
ballpoint
You
pen.
hit that
Oh, my
carotid
gosh.
artery over
He
there.
finally did
Yeah,
it.
you'll hit
Yeah.
that right one. You'll bleed down pretty quick.
Well,
That's what I call an extraordinary amount of determination.
That's right. Boy. And self-hate.
Yeah.
well, there's a song, one of the old Beatles songs.
Uh-huh.
It's a comedy type song, but
Yeah.
it's dark humor. It was this kid who's killing people with a hammer, and the song goes, "Bang bang Maxwell silver hammer," blah 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 blah. Anyway, he killed his teacher. He killed his mother. He's killing all these people, and it's in the song.
Huh.
But he's killing them with a
I
little
missed
silver
that
hammer.
song.
Bang
Oh,
bang Maxwell
the
silver
only song
hammer.
I can really remember is "Hey Jude."
Hey, Jude.
Hey Jude, and it just goes on and on and
Yeah.
on and on.
Well, hammers have multi purposes. In fact, when I was looking up some information about this, there was a chart, and there are like literally hundreds, maybe thousands of different kinds of hammers
Yeah.
for multiple types of tasks.
Well, what about jewelers? I bet jewelers have a little tiny
Sure they
hammer
do,
they
yeah.
use on a watch,
Exactly. Mechanics have a ball peen hammer.
Ball peen. That's in fact, when we were in college, you remember I went with you a couple of classes, English and all what was going. But when I went to West Florida, I was taking public speaking, and they assigned us a thing, and I drew a ball peen hammer, and you had to give at least a 5 to 10 minute thing on that subject they gave you.
What's
And I
that peen?
remember-
What does that peen mean?
I was
I
about
know
to
about
say-
the little ball.
This
Ball
right
peen.
here is the peen.
Peen, P-E-E-N, yeah, ball peen.
Where's the ball at?
That's on a ball peen
It's
hammer.
a ball
it's
peen
a ball
hammer.
shape.
Why can't it just be a ball hammer or a peen hammer? But
'Cause-
why is it a ball peen?
This is a peen.
This
and
is
it's
a
a
peen,
ball
and
shape.
It's a ball. It's not like that. It's round.
It's just a round shape.
I've seen those. It seemed like that would slip off the nail.
Well, you don't use it for nails.
That's
It's
right.
not
You
used
don't.
for nails.
No wonder I couldn't hammer. Never hammer a nail. I thought it's because I couldn't see very good.
Even claw hammers like this,
Uh,
you probably got 20 different varieties of claw hammers.
That's right.
With the claw being straight
That's right.
or crooked,
That's right.
or whatever,
yeah.
different shapes.
angles. That's right.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah.
But in different weights. You said that.
Yeah.
And this is a rubber. This one's a rubber right here.
Yeah,
fellas.
that's a
What would
rubber
you-
mallet.
What
That's
would
a
you
rubber
use that
mallet.
Yeah.
What would you use that for? Put it on a
Yes.
hubcap.
I've got one.
Yes.
Well, I've got one that.
But we don't
I
have
bought-
hubcaps anymore.
I
Do
bought
they still
one
make
when I
hubcaps?
had a house with a swimming pool, and there's a lot of stuff working around the swimming pool parts and all. That something like this is what you had to do to beat that ring that held the thing when you took it off and cleaned it
You
up.
can't hit it with this; it'll
That's right.
tear it
it'll
up.
Dent it. You got to have something. That won't
Yeah, I
dent it.
got a rubber mallet. I have one in
Now
my
this one here has
repertoire.
been used and abused. It looks like. It.
I've done all sorts of things with that.
Looks like you. Wait a minute. There's some hair on this.
But when you're building, I would use it just glue on there.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's has all sorts of purposes. I would bang in wood that I didn't want to damage.
Yeah.
If you hit a piece of wood to straighten it up or something, you don't want that
You don't
imprint
want
or
to
that
dent it,
peen that's
Mm-hmm.
embedded in the
How do you
wood.
spell peen? Is that-
P-E-E-N.
P-E-E-N.
Just like teen on it with a P.
But yeah, I
What
got
do you know that word rapport?
Yeah.
Establishing rapport.
R-A-P-P-O-R-T.
I was going to ask you how you spell it. I've been trying to use that word all morning and I couldn't find it. I'm
Rapper.
spelling it like repertoire.
Rapport.
Like
The T be
yeah.
silent. Say,
It's rapport.
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 Rapport. You don't get the T in it.
Okay.
It's silent.
Rapport.
It's kind of like pneumonia,
Okay.
well,
You
Knife.
mean P pneumonia?
and knife.
getting back to that mallet, what kind of materials? How many different kinds of materials can a hammer be made of?
Well, the old this is a wooden hammer right here, wooden
No.
handle,
No, I'm talking about the part that
like the
hits.
part up here. Well, that's steel, isn't it?
I think that
And
one
you
is.
got rubber,
Rubber,
of some form.
Wood,
We
mallet.
talked about wood.
A wood mallet, that'd be like the judge would use.
I've got another one like this that has one side rubber and one side hard plastic.
Really?
Hmm.
What do you use that for?
He's an artist. He's got all
It's
kinds.
a special application of hammering plastic nails.
And then, Lloyd, if you remember, Lloyd, when you and I went in for the Agent Orange exam, and that Dr. Harbor, the big old tall guy, you know, when he was
Yeah.
going to check your reflexes,
Yeah.
Lloyd's going to pull a funny on him. So Lloyd's hanging there, and he crossed his leg over, and he tapped this right knee, and Lloyd would kick his left leg up, you know. So
Or I'd throw my arm up
Yeah, he
like
threw his
that
arm
when he chopped.
so this guy, you gotta hear all this. So this guy was kind of a comic himself, but he was legally blind, if you can imagine. I don't know how you could be illegally blind, but
We'd
he,
have to put his nose right up to the computer.
well, that's what he did. He'd go
He
just
had to
like
feel
that,
his way, yeah.
and then he'd come back up. He had to ride to work with somebody else because he
Yeah,
couldn't
when he
drive.
did that anal exam, that was painful, man, because he couldn't see what he
Couldn't
was
see what he was doing. Yeah, man. Where's the plumbing?
Doctors, that little hammer they use on your knee,
Yeah.
that has that
There
little
you go.
soft felt
That's,
tip
a little,
on
that's
it.
called a
Well,
knee
that's what I
hammer.
was getting to. See,
A
when
reflex.
after that knee thing there, towards the end of our exam, and he kept us both going back and forth, and he tells Lloyd to stand up here, and he's giving him some kind of test, and he puts his hand on Lloyd's
I'm going
forehead.
to check your balance.
Yeah, told him close your eyes and just lean your weight against my hand. Now, I'm not going to let you fall. And Lloyd stood up and he leaned it, and he pushed him off. Heel! Remember, I told you he got you, Lloyd.
He got me.
He got you.
Yeah, it was about 30 minutes in between.
Yeah,
I thought
it
he
was, yeah.
forgot all about my
Yeah,
little
right. No,
reflex
he was pretty good. He was a light colonel, retired Air Force. Dr. Harbor, I'll never
Yeah.
forget him.
Yeah, he pushed through that and said,
Heel.
Yeah, well,
It's good to get a doctor every now and then with
Got a
a
sense of humor.
Now, that little doctor, Ronnie, me and you gets down there, that little bitty guy from Peru, Dr.
Oh, yeah. Paul
Trejo.
Jimenez.
Jimenez.
Jim.
And he don't have no sense of humor. I
But
mean,
he's a sharp
He's
little
really-
guy. He's
he's a
smart.
sharp little guy, yes.
But he dresses like a Philadelphia pimp. When you see him,
was he wearing his little curvy-toed shoes?
he could. But he's real.
very neat,
He's real
very neat.
petite and he's real neat. Yeah. And he goes into detail. And all those doctors I've found down there, when you see one, it's like they don't have anything else for the rest of the day. You notice that?
Oh,
They-
once you
they
get
don't-
in to
yeah,
see
they
them,
don't
you
push
got
you.
'em.
Yeah, they're not answering the phone or carrying on or anything. They're paying attention.
Well, they
They-
get that flat salary from the VA.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
they already retired from somewhere
Sure,
else.
yeah. But Paul, I got to see him, and he's informative, and he's on top of things too. He knows
Which one is this?
Paul Jimenez.
Oh, Jimenez. Yeah. Oh, you on a first name basis now, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Paul and I go out sometime, you know.
Y'all do?
Oh, yeah. Discuss the anatomy and all that.
But he's a lot shorter than you are. Don't you feel odd, like out
Well, I never try to hang sheetrock with him.
You end up doing all the work.
Because it's a killer. You gotta have the same height when you're hanging sheetrock.
I never would have thought about
I'll
that.
tell you, if you got
It
a
just
tall
goes
guy
to
and a
show
short guy, one of them will kill the other one trying to hang that sheetrock before the day's over. Ask any drywall guy, and they using one of these sometime,
I swear I never would have thought about that, right?
Don't
next
you
time
remember?
I hang sheetrock, I'm gonna bring that into consideration.
Don't you
Like
remember?
no short
Don't
guys.
you remember? Lloyd come up and helped me hang drywall in my upstairs, as did Gregory for a while. Now Gregory was he wanted to help, but Gregory, I'd have to teach him something else. But Lloyd, I had to retrain him on every piece. and
I
after
don't know nothing about no
and listen,
sheetrock.
after we hung about 6 or 7 sheets of that stuff, and we looked and said, I wonder what that little indentation on the end of that is for. And we done hung it backwards. Up there. What as far as for putting the nails and then you put tape over it and mud and it never showed.
Yeah. It's
We figured that out after a while.
Did we have to take it off and put it
No,
back?
we didn't take it off.
We
No, man.
Just
we
stayed that way right on.
We swore to one another on the Bible right then. We'll never tell
never
anybody about it. Now you know.
I got so many sworn secrets through the years from my boyhood days.
Oh yeah.
Where we cut our finger and made a blood brother that we would never tell.
you actually did
You
that?
never felt. You
I
felt.
saw it
that?
on the Indian movies. I saw Chuck Connors do
Yeah,
it.
but who did you do that with?
Travis mostly.
Oh Lord.
He made me promise I'd never tell.
Yeah.
You know.
Here you go. And Travis, you listening? You see that he's ready to.
And I got all that stuff floating around now that I can't tell.
Yeah.
And so now that I've gotten old and I'm just blabbering everything, nobody. If you got a secret, don't tell me,
That's right.
because I can't separate
You
them
can't
anymore.
keep
So
one.
there's no telling what I might blather.
Yeah.
Something that we did. I could end up in jail.
You know what
yet.
they say about the truth?
It will set
It
you
will
free.
set you free.
It will not set you free.
So
It'll
you
put
still
it'll
still
put
a
you in
prisoner.
jail.
Yeah, you still a prisoner.
Ever heard of a confession
Well, are there any notable stories
about hammers? So
about hammers in history used in?
Well, what's the old song about something and gave somebody 40 whacks? Was that with an
Lizzie
axe?
Borden.
That was an axe.
That's with an axe.
Yeah.
Now you can use the backside of an axe.
You
as
sure
a hammer
can.
As well.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that's probably not the most.
Probably use a
efficient.
golf club for the same way. I've never understood why they try to hit that ball with that sticking out flange. Why wouldn't they use the heel of that club to get something on that ball?
Well, Ronnie, I've studied at golf club. I tried to play golf for a number of years.
Oh, God.
I took lessons.
It's got to be the ultimate act of futility.
Well, I never could hit the ball straight, and when I really looked at the club, I said, "Well, no wonder."
It's like hitting a nail with a crooked hammer.
Who would try to hit something that done made it all crooked and everything instead of making it flat?
It's like that
No wonder
boomerang
you can't
stick,
hit the
throwing
ball.
it and it comes back. Yeah,
Can you imagine trying to nail something with the hammer? It came out crooked like
that's
that?
right. Yeah,
You're-
off center. Yeah,
But they do. They're scientifically made to thrust that ball a certain way.
Well,
That's
right. For lift, they got a
Yeah.
little different slant
Right.
if you want to hit long or hit short.
Lord, you
I
forget-
understood all that, but
you forget
I just
now,
never
Lord.
could do it.
getting that swing with the hand placement and all that, and
Yeah.
the body English and all that. It's a lot like tennis, if you remember. And I can remember years back when Linda and I played tennis with you in June.
Yeah.
And what an act of futility. You and June both had the same competitive spirit. And towards the end of it, before we decided we had to quit or kill somebody, they would both throw those things. Lloyd would hit it and he'd twist it. You got to hit that thing flat and put your
Spin that
English
ball.
on. But
Spin.
Lloyd would go in at it and the ball goes all out here, Lloyd beat the ground with it. And before it was over, he'd throw that thing way off out there.
Yeah.
Well, I was the same way with golf. I determined when I was working in business, I'd go to these
Yeah.
trade shows and stuff, and during the day, I'd get up in my hotel room and go down, and there's nobody there. I was wanting to make a sales connection,
Right.
and I discovered that everybody's out playing golf. And my competitors were out making the deals on the golf course,
golf
and by
course,
the time
yeah.
they got back in the evening,
Yeah.
I done lost the sale. So I decided that I needed to learn how to play golf.
Yeah.
And so I took the lessons. I took a 30-day course in Colorado.
Lloyd,
I said, I want the whole 30 days, man. I want to be able to walk out there and like blow them away. So I took lessons in Colorado for 30 days.
Wasn't you a dance instructor too?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I
You
did
took
take
dancing
dance
at the same time.
And I went out to Texas and I took more lessons on chipping and putting. And I went up to New York and I took more lessons. And man, finally it came time for me to actually play golf. And my son-in-law, he was big. He had these King Cobra golf clubs.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had the bag and everything. It was like a Cadillac bag. And all the King Cobra clubs. And he taught me, he said, now when you go out there, you don't carry your clubs like a rifle, like you did in the Marine Corps. You put them under your arm. Said if they see you carrying them clubs up, they're going to know that you can't play golf, right?
Slang clubs.
So I learned how to carry the clubs. And I went down to the best store I could find. And I bought me a pair of two-tone black and white golfing shoes. They were good.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of tie,
get-
not the loafers.
Did you get taps on
With the taps. I had the little things, taps on them. And I got me a Ben Hogan shirt, like what I got on here.
them? Ben Hogan.
And a
Didn't
cap.
he play center field with it?
No, he was I think he was a golfer. Anyway, the time came to play. And we had one of my vendors invited me to a little, bunch of guys.
Mhm.
So I got out there and I was up first and I hit the ball. And after one of the guys eased over and he said, Lloyd, he said, I got to tell you, man, there must be 20 or 30 guys out here. We were talking amongst everybody was so intimidated, man. When you got out of the car and pulled those clubs out, he said, man, you had to shoot.
Did you hear that giant sigh of relief?
He said, you had to walk and everything. We said, oh, Lloyd's going to blow us away until we saw you hit the ball.
That's a giant
There
sigh
was
of
just
relief.
one great big sigh of relief.
Rodney
He's
Dangerfield.
terrible.
Yeah.
So I finally, they about drove me
I
crazy.
tell you, I get no respect.
I was about ready to kill somebody with my golf clubs. I'd get so mad. So I finally just sold them on eBay and washed my hands.
Well, here's a story. Let me tell
I
you,
just
Lloyd.
never could.
Along the idea,
hit the
since
ball.
you've got on golf and all, I've got a story here from based on my work, and I've told you this before. I probably told Philip or all of you, but years ago, it was in the '70s, and before they did all the highway on the interstate updates and all that, the Bay Bridge going over to Milton, they had it open, and I'm going out there. You cross over in Santa Rosa County and come back to Escambia, and as I'm going across, way across, I can see a car stopped in the middle of that bridge as I'm going east over there. And I see him open, the trunk's open. I think he's got a flat, so I'm easing on up and go help him. And he pulls something out and throws it over the bay, into the bay. Gets back in,
Body?
throws it. I'm getting to that.
Oh.
Gets back in his car, pulls on off. So I blue light him and pulled him off the side. I just noticed you could have hit somebody on a tugboat down there with whatever you threw off. And I said, or it could have been a body. That's why I'm stopping you. You're suspicious. Well, I'll tell you, officer, what I've done. He said, I have pursued the game of golf all my life. And every time I go, it's so bad, I swear I'm never going to play again.
It was
But
just
I
golf
get, I
clubs.
get to fooling around the house, and I open my closet, there are the clubs, I'll take them and go try again. So today was awful, so I decided the thing to do is to get rid of them. So I threw them in the bay. I won't be playing any more golf. I said, man, that's a good
I
story.
knew exactly
But
how
you
he
could have
felt.
sold them things, probably worth a lot.
Oh, yeah.
One iron is valuable, but a whole bag of them things.
I'm telling you, right, there's nothing more maddening than to try to understand why the ball's not even moving. We grew up playing baseball.
I know.
Somebody would throw a ball at you and you hit it.
Yeah.
I did fairly well
But
playing
ain't this
baseball.
ball kind of
But
small?
you take a ball and put it on the ground,
It's
and
like
you bend
t-ball.
over and try to hit it, and it just goes every which way.
It's that club, boy. That if you ever look at that little flange on the end of it, it does this or this and all that. All kind of
I know.
cants to it.
Well,
and
I
the
think-
handle's crooked.
I think they also make these golf balls with some kind of water magnetic quality. So that if there's water anywhere
They hunt
around,
water.
if there's a little pond, my ball will go right to the pond. every time.
Have you ever cut one open and dug into it?
I don't think I have.
I have. Inside that core is like a rubber band that's been wound around to make a ball.
Okay.
It's a big core, rubber band wound up. Very tight, and it's very hard, but it has that softness to it. And then they put the plastic shell on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what's inside.
If you hit that thing, though, buddy, it will go
It's like
a
a rock.
long way. In fact, you probably had this happen. I have as you come into cantonment used to, and you approach that traffic light, and some of that golf course over there, they'd have a loose one, and you spit in there and you see one, bam, hit the highway out there, and that thing would go 3 stories high. Man, if that thing hit your car.
It's different. Well, there's all kind of balls. You know, we used to play tennis,
Yeah.
but now for older people like us that
Yeah.
can't see, they got this thing called pickleball.
Yeah, whoever heard of
My
it?
son Steve showed me a pickleball. It's like a big ping pong ball,
Huh.
kind of a,
Yeah.
hard plastic.
So when you hit it, it just don't go very fast. Is that what?
I guess.
Unless you
Like a
put-
wiffle ball, sort of.
Like a wiffle ball, yeah.
I
Only
thought-
it don't have the little wiffle on it.
Right.
I
Like
thought maybe it was a ball
badminton or
shaped like a pickle or something.
It's like it's for
they
old.
the court is smaller too, so you don't have to
Oh, yeah.
run as much.
It's a relative to tennis. It's played like tennis.
Played like tennis, yeah, but it's a smaller space and
Or what's that other little game you bet?
Ping pong,
No, no.
I used to
Table
love ping
tennis?
pong.
Huh?
table tennis.
No, it's another game where you hit it and the ball just moves slow, and it's
That's got that little wiffle on the back of it.
yeah.
It's
What's
a
the little
Bad
bird.
feather, little bird.
What's it called?
Badminton.
Badminton.
That's a
That's
backyard
it. Yeah,
game
yeah,
we
yeah.
used to play.
Right, badminton.
You know,
Yeah.
I never did like.
Well,
badminton.
let's close it up here. We've just about exhausted our
Yeah.
instruction to the general public about hammers.
And that, yeah.
Yeah, Philip, you try to pick something we know something
And
about.
that
next
badminton, we need to end with good men.
But anyway, that and golf. We've
Golf.
talked about golf.
Well, that's another tactic. If we're talking about filling in a story.
That's right. Yeah.
If you encounter a subject that you don't know anything about, you change the subject.
Just start talking about golf.
People do that all most people.
Well, I guess you could hit a golf ball with something.
You might do it. The whole still.
That's a possibility. Yeah, not very
Anyway, say goodbye to our fans.
Goodbye, fans. Thanks for watching in. Tune in another day.
Yes, good.